we have an enormous fascination with romance. Look at our books, our movies, our television programs, our conversations. At some time or other, almost all of us have had a fantasy that a handsome man or beautiful woman would fall in love with us and make us happy forever. The very thought of it is so seductive. We also have a fascination with gambling. Look at the stunning size of Las Vegas and state lotteries, for example. And then you add internet poker and sports gambling, and gambling is a $50 billion a year industry. Now, a third fascination. We love fairy tales and fantasies, where the hero is saved from any number of impossible situations and wins the girl, the crown, or whatever. All these fascinations appear to be unrelated, but they're not. They share one common thread, and it is that thread that captures our fancy. All these fascinations are rooted in our hope for one thing: magic. It's magic when wonderful and inexplicable things happen without any preparation or work on our part. When things in our lives aren't going as we'd like them to, we hope magic will come out of nowhere to save us or make us happy. Now, magic can be innocent, like Disney's Magic Kingdom, but most of the time, another word for magic is irresponsibility or laziness. When I wish for magic, I want someone or something to be responsible for my happiness. And that is the tragic flaw in magic. As soon as I believe that anyone else or anything else is responsible for my happiness, I'm believing in a lie. Other people and other things are not responsible for my happiness. I am. Not only am I believing in a lie, but I'm dead. If I wait for a rescue from outside myself, I make myself helpless and lost. I'm a slave to whatever I'm waiting on to rescue me. Everywhere we look, there's a virtual worship of magic. Let's discuss some of the manifestations of magic that we already mentioned. We live in a culture that's in love with the idea of falling in love. Romance novels are the single most popular category of book read in this country. The #1 use of blank videotapes is to record television soap operas, which are focused on falling in and out of love. There is no subject featured in stories, films, books, and our own fantasies more frequently than falling in love. And it's little wonder that we have this fixation. Everyone who falls in love believes they've found true happiness, at least for a while. And those who haven't fallen in love are certain that falling in love is the key to happiness. Falling in love is almost always an enormous deception. Neither partner has ever received real love, which is the only thing that can ever make them happy. So they're each desperately looking for someone who will magically make them happy with no effort of their own. In the beginning of falling in love, that actually seems to work, because the exchange of imitation love is intense. And we pretty much know it's all about imitation love, don't we? When a man says to his friends, after a couple of dates with a woman, "Oh, I think I'm in love," is there anybody who believes that what he means is, I've fallen into a sudden unconditional concern for her happiness? Hardly. What he really means is this: wow, I've finally found someone who makes me feel good. Falling in love is a huge expectation we have that a partner will magically make us happy. And then the effects of imitation love wear off. The magic disappears. And the disappointment is huge. Magic is seductive, but it's also not real. And it's so disappointing. We'll talk more about that in our next session.